Ulta Beauty Cyber Monday is here. Take 30% off your favorite brands. Yes, the entire brand. Like Tarte, Clinique, Benefit Cosmetics, and Estee Lauder. But hurry, these Cyber Monday deals end December 1st. Head to Ulta.com or the Ulta Beauty app today. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Want to buy your way? Of course you do. That's why CarMax offers an experience designed just for you. Want to start online, then visit the lot, then go back online? Sure. Want to talk to a real person or chat online? Either works. Want to take your time and compare all the makes and models? No problem. Then make up some time by filling out the paperwork at home and schedule express pickup or home delivery? Done. When it comes to how you buy, CarMax puts you in the driver's seat. Want to drive? CarMax. Delivery restrictions apply. See CarMax.com for details.
Wine and Crime contains graphic and explicit content which may not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Listening to Wine and Crime, the podcast where two friends chug wine, chat true crime, and unleash their worst Minnesotan accents and get whipped in the face by their cat's tail.
Jesus Christ,
God,
Ray.
It's mayhem over here.
Get a grip, Ray.
I'm Lucy.
Gal, I'm Amanda.
I'm the abused one.
It's so true. To be fair, that shadow on the door looked like someone else was coming into your space. And you never fucking lock your house.
Yes, I do. It's always locked. I lock it whenever I'm home.
Okay.
It's locked right now. I guarantee it because I was just outside looking at squirrels and I lock it when I come back in.
All right.
Lock your house, people.
That wasn't the case when I was there.
Why? Oh, what?
The door.
Okay, whatever. The door's locked. We have kind of a fun episode today.
It's a wild one.
It's odd. So, do we have a very special fan pick? This episode was chosen by the very lovely Hannah Orban.
Thank you, Hannah.
Hannah
sent
a little letter and a little gifty. Okay. Hi, gals. I'm so excited for my fan pick episode. I wanted to send y'all some goodies to share in the video and to celebrate the episode with because Hannah has requested the topic of crafty crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And Hannah crafted for us. She says, for Amanda, I bequeath you a hot dog.
Hell
AKA
yeah.
Frank.
Hi, Frank. We got that dog in us.
As a fellow gal with that dog in her, I knew you needed him.
Hell yeah. I do
too.
need him. I can't wait to snoogle him.
He's really cute. Hannah, you're very
so
talented.
Cute. I know. I don't know how. My sister-in-law is a crochet person and she can whip up the most amazing shit. And I'm like, I don't know how y'all do this. Granny squares are about as far as I can go. Mm-hmm. They're making full-blown 3D creatures over here. No.
Yeah. Like, amazing. What's even in here? Batting? Or is it just all crochet?
No, they stuff them.
Okay.
There's usually cotton in there. So that'd be a lot of yarn.
Speaking of being stuffed,
oh my
Hannah
God,
goes on to say,
is unreal.
For Lucy, in honor of all things creepy and odd, I've made you a rat dissection with removable organs, aka easily the weirdest thing I've ever made.
Full disclosure and another reason to join Uncorked. Lucy unboxed these blind for us on our Wine and Crime happy hour that as we record this we had last night, and we both cried over these. So I'm sorry to not give that full-blown experience right here in this episode because we have already seen these, but they are the rat dissection.
Look, there's 3 little ties of delicate pink yarn. This is me cutting her open.
Uh-huh.
Undo the ties. This was my mistake last night. I had it tipped at an angle when I undid the ties, and that was bad because all the organs fell out. Removable organs.
Yeah,
Look.
she lovingly made little crocheted organs. I love the intestines.
The guts. The string. Oh my God, the
Heart
lungs.
lungs.
Heart lungs.
We've got spleens. We've got livers. Got a couple kidneys in there. That looks like a kidney shape.
They're 2 kidneys.
Oh, they're spectacular. I fucking love these.
It's incredible.
They're amazing.
Oh, Hannah.
Hannah, you're something else. You're special.
Hannah finishes with, thank you for being such a bright spot in these times. Lastly, a little self-promo. I just started a side business of crochet costume?
Probably
Crochet.
custom crochet.
My Etsy/online shop is in process, but I do accept orders via my Instagram, and she's at HB Fiber Studio.
Oh, I'm following her right now.
And she also posts what she's currently working on.
What? Okay, HB Fiber
Studio. Everyone follow Hannah.
Found her. Oh my God! Wait, there's a pretzel.
Is my rat on there? Oh, cute.
No, this is new. We can let's blow this up. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this little dog. It's based on an actual dog. Hold on.
Oh my God, that's so cute. Oh.
I love it. Yeah, this is a really new Instagram account. This is she just launched this 5 days ago. She only has 6 followers. I want to see that I want to see at least 1,006 followers by the time this episode has been out for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know your mission, people.
Mm-hmm. It's very cute. Thank you so much, Hannah, for our lovely gifts and for your fan pick.
Yeah. I got her fan pick case and it's nuts.
I can't wait. But first, we have a very special wine segment, don't we?
We do. So for the wine crime pairing, I teamed up with our bestie in wine, Ashwin from Unpinned Wine Club, to provide a special wine pairing for today's episode, and you will be seeing more of him in upcoming episodes as well. So let's get to it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is the first ever special segment for the wine pairing that I have lovingly called Ashwin's Wine Corner, because after meeting Ashwin, our now bestie wine expert, and inviting him to join us for an episode of Gossip at the Corpse Cart, we fell purely platonically in love and wanted to continue working together and doing really cool things with the world of wine. So basically, this is to announce that we're going to be inviting Ashwin to join us on some select episodes where we collaborate on extremely unique wine pairings that you can really only get through Ashwin's Unpinned Wine Club. And it's some of the coolest shit. I'm so excited. So I'm welcoming you, Ashwin, to your corner. I'm very excited that you are here. And for Crafty Crimes, I really wanted you to pick a wine that embodied craft winemaking, something really unique and special. So lay it on us. What did you come up with for today?
First off, thanks for having me.
Of course.
I'm 100% reciprocate the excitement. I'm thrilled to be here. And I love the qualification of platonically in love.
Yes.
So I think we're both
married.
We're both married. So we're cover our bases there.
Yeah, we're being respectful to our partners.
Absolutely. But the feeling is 100% mutual. So
hell yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. I think this is a really fun pairing, right? The Crafty Crimes and the approach of trying to find craft winemaking, especially because, there's a lot of non-craft winemaking out there. In fact, most of the wine you find on grocery store shelves, made in bulk in factories. If you saw where it was made, you'd kind of question, is that really wine actually? So we've got an awesome craft wine from the Vinho Verde region in Portugal. This is 100% Loureiro. And I'm realizing, actually, before I go further, can I introduce myself real quick? So for anyone that missed the Gossip at the Corpse Cart episode.
Absolutely.
Okay.
First of all, anyone who missed your Gossip at the Corpse Cart episode, straight to jail. Straight to jail.
That just reminds me of...
Go back and listen to it.
That's Parks and Rec.
Yes, it is.
The Colombian the episode where they come visit. It's
Funny enough,
to jail. Straight to jail. Yeah.
But yes,
over-under. Yeah.
Please tell the people who you are in case they slept through that episode somehow.
Happily. So I'm Ashwin Mathia. I'm a sommelier, but I'm a nice one. That's the first thing I say. I'm not a douchebag. I'm the founder of the Unpinned Wine Club. The reason we exist is that in the US, 20 grapes account for 99% of the wines we drink. In fact, like 8 grapes account for 90%. So think Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon. You've already got 50%. Add Sauv Blanc, you've got like 65% of like the wines people drink. There's over 10,000 known wine grapes on the planet. There are so many that most of us like never get to see, touch, taste, smell. We don't even know that they exist. And so that's why I built the Unpinned Wine Club. It's a wine club for anyone who loves flavor and wine and wants to taste the other 10,000 grapes. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming and talking about Crafty Crimes.
Hell yeah.
So this wine is 100% Loureiro, is the name of the grape. And it's one of the common grapes used in the region. It's often blended, but here you've got it as a single varietal, which is really cool because that means you're tasting just what this grape has to express from this place. And the bottle itself is really striking. It's this older man kind of like facing a grimace with like the typical sea cap on, because we're like 5 kilometers away from the Atlantic Ocean. So you have this like blustery, sea breeze. You have a really saline, beautiful white wine that's made in small production by these like cooperative farmers. Because what's happened in the region is that you have lots of tiny plots of land that was like passed on from a grandfather or a grandmother to a son or a daughter, and it's like passed on and passed on. You have tons of these little plots of land, many of whom the owners can't actually afford to make their own wine. Like if you have half a hectare or 1 hectare, it's like you don't usually have the finances to like build a winery. And so what has happened is 2 things. One is there's like a bad outcome, which is big business has come in, seen an opportunity to kind of take advantage of the little guy a little bit. And that's where you get this like mass-produced Vinho Verde that's not that good quality. It's really cheap. And, in that case, you're kind of taking advantage of the fact that it's disparate. In this case, you have like this boutique winery that has also seen the same circumstances, and I think has put like a really fun spin on it, which is, hey, there are all these like generational like people that have plots of land that can't really make wine on their own. Why don't we try and like pull a bunch of these folks together? Let's do a co-op and let's make this expression of wine that I find so delightful. And that's what we've got with this Goro. Yeah.
It's scrappy. I mean, that's amazing. And it's like of the people and keeping these big fucking corporations that are just going to ruin their beautiful product from swooping in, buying their shit, and then ruining it. I think this is fucking badass.
I think so too. And the really cool thing here is that this wine is like phenomenal because you also have this, every once in a while you'll have these like creative projects of like really well-intentioned people. And the product ends up being like, hey, this is like, I love the message, but I'm not thrilled about the end result. I don't really love the wine. This is an example of like, this is like sensational wine. Like I like posted it on my Instagram. It's like one of the reels that like blew up on our account because I was like, some say Riesling is the best wine. I think this is better.
Damn.
I think it's better.
Damn.
Which is like a hot take. It may be a little too hot of a take for the first time we're doing this. So you tell me if it's too hot.
Lay it on there.
Yeah, it's really freaking good.
So how is the wine, because you were talking about how this Vinho Verde is like such a authentic expression of the grape. So how are they fermenting it? How are they aging it? Because as like the little bit that I know about wine, I know how much of an impact that process can have on the overall flavor profile. And typically when they're trying to really preserve the unique flavor profile of the grape, it's going to be fermented in stainless steel and potentially aged in stainless steel or like concrete. So what was their approach for doing that?
100%. This is stainless steel. So it's fermented in stainless steel using a gentle pressing. And this is actually a really important thing that we don't talk about that often. And most of us don't really know to care. But like, if you're abusive to the grapes, like, and which like large manufactured wine is, you're just like trying to squeeze literally as much juice out of this fruit as possible. Like, think about like when you're making orange juice, Like when the ones that are really tender and soft, the first squeeze is delicious. When you get down to the when you're like freaking just like
And the
putting all your
rind is
elbow
getting
grease
in there.
into,
Yeah.
it's not as good. Like, and
No.
imagine if you're drinking mostly that part. So here you've got a gently pressed laureiro. So you're getting like the really good quality juice. You're not trying to extract every last drop, but you're just getting the stuff that like tastes really good, has a lot of acid, has those sugars that are going to ferment. And then it's aged on the lees. So Sourly aging is, it sounds super fancy because it was, it's like French terminology.
Yeah.
The lees are, this is going to be a little bit gross, but lees are just dead yeast.
Yep.
People don't like to talk about dead shit in their wines, so we use different words for it. But, when you're making wine, the yeast will ferment the sugar, so they'll consume the sugar, they'll produce alcohol and carbon dioxide. Once they've consumed all the sugar, the yeast, they expire, they die.
Yep.
And you can move the wine off of those lees immediately. That's called racking. Or you can age the wine on those lees. And that gives you a little bit more complexity and depth. It kind of like rounds out the wine. It's like more time consuming. It's like a little bit higher risk. It's harder to do. So, mass produced Vinho Verde, you're probably not seeing that so much. But here in this craft production, you have the time and the willingness to like give this extra layer of depth and complexity into this wine. And I think that might be part of why I make this claim, this hot take, like this might be better than Riesling, is like it's got so much depth. It's not this like one-dimensional, Vinho Verde usually are like, oh, it's lightning in a bottle. It's like super acidic. It's really zippy. It's really fresh, and that's it. Here you've got like these other layers underneath it that I think are really inspiring. Or they sing to me at least.
I am so excited to try this in the next box of my Unpinned wines that I will be receiving, because I have really been enjoying your entire catalog, and I literally have not and like, again, I'm not a wine expert by any means. Of like the crew of us that started this podcast, yes, I knew the most about wine, and I love learning about wine, and I love tasting wine, but the wines that you offer through Unpinned, and I'm genuinely not even just like trying to blow smoke up your ass, like it is so fun and exciting if you are someone who enjoys wine to open a box of wine with nothing that you have ever tried before. And I feel like that is so rare with a lot of wine clubs, especially in the United States, because of exactly what you said about like the 8 varietals being the reigning king. And we're a hashtag no kings family. We're super, super excited about being able to taste all of these amazing things. And it sounds like you have a little bit of a promo for Wine and Crime listeners to get their hands on some Unpinned wine. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we've got a sweet deal. Like, we don't usually do discounts because these wines are small batch, they're limited quantities, they're really hard to get your hands on. But for the holiday, we've got a sweet 3-for-1 offer where we're doing 6 bottles of rare, underrepresented wines that you can pretty much not find anywhere else at member pricing. So you get 15% off the, like the normal pricing, plus a free custom corkscrew. So this is wood carved stainless steel corkscrew. Plus, I'm including my entire wine course for free. So this is like 4.5 hours of like really in-depth and also like entertaining and fun wine education content with wine guides and cheat sheets. So it's this whole, you get all this for $227, which is like, it really feels like a steal, but I'm thrilled about it because
you could roll up to Christmas dinner with a wine that no one has ever fucking heard of in their lives if you like your family enough to share. And then absolutely school them on your wine knowledge and leave them fucking gobsmacked. That's worth every penny. I love
100%.
it.
And I'll also add, like, our wine club, every bottle we tag every single bottle. We take a QR code sticker and put it on the bottle, and you can scan that QR code and you'll get my handwritten tasting notes, what food you should be pairing with it. During the holidays, we're including both food and wine pairings that are traditional holidays for people that do that, and kind of like international ethnic cuisine. Because I grew up like, we would do Indian food for Thanksgiving.
Right.
And I know there are people that don't love holiday food. So you've got your holiday pairing and you've got your, if you want some Korean barbecue, we've got a wine for that too.
Hell yeah. I am super excited for this. So to snag that deal for the holidays, you're going to want to head to unpinnedwineclub.com. That's UNPINNED wineclub.com/WC3. This is for that Wine and Crime exclusive 3-for-1 offer, where you're getting your 6 super rare wines from, again, the other 10,000 grapes at the member pricing discount. You're getting the free custom wood-carved and stainless steel corkscrew, which sounds freaking gorgeous. And you're getting the full online wine course. So this would make an amazing gift if you have a wine lover in your life, but honestly, gift it to yourself because, baby, you've earned it. So thank you so much, Ashwin, for stopping by for your wine corner. And I can't wait to see what we cook up the next time that we collaborate on a pairing.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Love being here. Happy holidays to you, your family, and to everyone listening.
We'll see you soon. So yes, we're going to have a little repeating Ashwin's wine corner every once in a while so that we can get access to some really cool wines that I can't get here.
No.
We need him.
Mm-hmm.
And we love him. And he's so knowledgeable. And it has been so fun to just like ask my weird questions and chat about wine with a very knowledgeable, not giant douchebag wine person.
Because most of them are.
A lot of sommeliers are total D-holes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, God bless Ashwin. Protect him at all costs. We love him. Join Unpinned Wine Club. Take advantage of the amazing deals that he's putting out really exclusively for Wine and Crime listeners. It's so amazing what they are doing with this weird little collaboration that we have going. And we have something else really fun and exciting in the pipeline. It's not confirmed yet, so I can't give you specific dates, but we are working on an event to do together in the spring. So it's going to be spectacular. So yeah, keep that on your radar. Mm-hmm. All right, let's take a break to hear a quick word from our sponsors, unless, of course, you are an Uncorked subscriber and you are listening to this ad-free. You're also getting ad-free access to video episodes. You're getting bonus content every month and
happy hours.
Our happy hours, like last night, where I guess if happy hour lands on the same day that Lucy went to the P.O. box, you're going to get an unboxing, a live unboxing.
That was so fun.
It was
We
so
unboxed Vivianite.
We did.
Someone sent us dead body crystals.
Yeah, I cannot wait to get those from you or get mine from you.
So cute. Okay.
I love it. All right, we'll be right back. When it comes to holiday gifting, you want to give things people really love and are like, gonna use and get a great life out of. No more of this fast fashion stuff that's gonna end up in the trash, within a season, okay? I'm talking beautiful, timeless pieces that they're gonna wear for years, and that is why I'm going with Quince. From Mongolian cashmere sweaters to Italian wool coats, everything is premium quality at a price that actually makes sense.
I FaceTimed my sister the other day for Thanksgiving, and she was wearing this like really cute silk top. Mm-hmm. And as you know, I trawl the Quince website regularly.
I know.
I was like, now that I know you like that sort of a little bit boxy, a little bit shiny. It's like, I have seen 25 things that match that style on Quince's website. I know what I'm getting her for Christmas.
Yup.
Quince truly has something for everyone. Soft Mongolian cashmere sweaters for $50 that look and feel like designer pieces, people. Mm-hmm. Silk tops and skirts for dressing up, gifting to your sister. Perfectly cut denim for everyday wear and outerwear that actually keeps you warm. Like Amanda mentioned, their Italian wool coats. Oh my God, they're so cute.
They're stunning.
They're beautifully tailored, soft to the touch, and crafted to last for many, many seasons. Every piece is made with premium materials from ethical, trusted factories and priced far below what other luxury brands charge. The craftsmanship shows in every detail, from the stitching, the fit, the drape. It's elevated, it's timeless, and it's made to wear on repeat. This is not fast fashion. This is beautiful, affordable, long-lasting staple pieces that you are guaranteed to love.
I'm on like my third season of wearing my knit fisherman sweater. I've washed it many times. It's so white.
Cute. Yeah.
It still looks brand new. I just wore it last night.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
So find gifts so good, you'll want to keep them with Quince. Go to quince.com/wine for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/wine to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/wine.
You all know my disgusting fact, my favorite fact, that most of us are eating a credit card's worth of plastic every 7 days. Every week. It's so disgusting.
I can't.
Yeah, obviously this is by accident. No one's out there munching credit cards, but it happens. It gets into your body in all kinds of ways, including through the cleaning products that we all use. So please don't give yourself one more thing to spiral about during the holidays.
Seriously, that's why I've made the switch to Blue Land across all my cleaning products, especially during the holidays when most of us spend more time cooking, hosting, and cozying up indoors. Blue Land products meet the highest standard of clean. They're effective yet gentle on people and the planet. In fact, Blue Land was named an EPA Safer Choice Partner of the Year. So from cleaning sprays and toilet bowl cleaner to dishwasher and laundry detergent tablets, Blue Land's formulas are 100% microplastic free. Made with certified clean ingredients free from chlorine, bleach, and harsh chemicals that are safe to use around your family, around your pets, even like cleaning the dust off of your plants in your house. You'll love not having to choose between the safe option and what actually gets your home clean. I use all of Blue Land's cleaning products. I just did a clean of my bathroom, and I color my hair. So, like, my bathroom is... I'm rough on that bathroom, okay?
It's blue.
It's blue. It's purple. There's hair everywhere. It's a mess, and it looks sparkling every time I give her a good scrub with all of my Blue Land products, and it makes me, like, actually enjoy cleaning the toilet because those toilet bowl tablets...
I cleaned my toilet this morning.
They smell so good.
I cleaned my whole bathroom in under 10 minutes. I was shocked.
It's the best.
To stock up on sustainable cleaning products for yourself or to give a beautiful sustainable gift to your friends and family this holiday season, go to blueland.com/gals and save up to 30% during Blue Land's holiday sale. Don't wait, they only do this once a year. That's 30% off during Blue Land's holiday sale by going to blueland.com/gals, blueland.com/gals for 30% off.
So if you are like me and you really value your sleep and you really need your sleep or you are going to be a mess, and one of the things that often interrupts your sleep is your body temperature, and you wake up sweaty, maybe freezing, or just uncomfortable, I'm telling you right now, the temperature in your bedroom can make or break your sleep, and that is why I am in love with my Miracle Made sheets. They are inspired by NASA technology and use silver-infused temperature-regulating fabric to help you sleep perfectly all night long. They, like, temperature-regulate your bed so that even if your room is going through some mood swings with the temperature, you're going to be sleeping cozy at the right temp all night.
Yeah, I had to sleep in a foreign bed because we were traveling for the holidays recently, and I got the worst night's sleep because I was either freezing or so hot. My hair looked crazy the next day. So that household could have used Miracle Made sheets. These sheets, like Amanda said, are crafted with NASA-inspired silver-infused fabric that helps regulate your body temperature. So whether you're a hot sleeper, a cold sleeper, a little bit of both, if you're cold on top and hot on the bottom, you know, doesn't matter. These sheets help keep you in the comfort zone all night long. Also included, less laundry. Thank you. Thanks to their antibacterial silver technology, Miracle Made sheets stay cleaner and fresher up to 3 times longer than your regular sheets. So that means they don't start smelling a little stale as soon as your regular sheets. Less laundry and fewer wash cycles, so you're saving water too. They also feel just as good, if not better, than sheets you'd find at a 5-star hotel, but without that steep price tag. Smooth, breathable, ridiculously comfortable. If you spend a lot of time in bed, baby, invest in these sheets. Also, all that hidden bacteria in regular sheets can clog your pores and cause breakouts. Miracle Made's antibacterial design helps you sleep cleaner and clearer night after night. What is there to lose?
Seriously. So upgrade your sleep or give the gift of better rest. Go to trymiracle.com/gals to try Miracle Made sheets today. You'll save over 40%, and when you use promo code GALS, you'll get an extra 20% off plus a free 3-piece towel set, the ultimate gift. They make an amazing gift, and with a 30-day money-back guarantee, there's no risk. That's trymiracle.com/gals, code GALS at checkout, and thanks to Miracle Made for sponsoring this episode. Okay, welcome back. I'm very excited, Lucy, for what you've drummed up for us for Crafty Crimes. Take it away, mama.
A lot of weird shit.
Lot of weird shit. Oh, I should have worn my other glasses chain, the one I actually made.
Well,
I really fucked this episode up.
You really did.
I really did.
I'm not wearing anything I've made yet.
I'm not either currently. Not because I don't even have any of my jewelry on right now. Yesterday was like, before any rumors started about why isn't Amanda wearing her wedding rings? Okay. I take
mine off all the time.
There's a rare occurrence in a type 1 diabetic's life, or a diabetic who is insulin dependent and on a pump and a continuous glucose monitor, where you can take what's called a naked shower or a naked bath. And that means that it lines up for you to clean yourself on the same day as like pump and CGM change day. And pump change day for me is every 3 days, but CGM change day is every 10 days. So those don't always synchronize. So it's like getting all the planets aligned every once in a while. And there's like no devices stuck to me. I take everything off except my permanent bracelet that Lucy and I had matching, but then she immediately had to have hers cut off because she had to have a lump in her wrist checked. And she explicitly chose to put the bracelet on the wrist lump hand.
I didn't realize I had to get a little sonar little thing over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to cut it off. I still have it. I could solder it back together.
But anyway, long story short, I took my naked bath and I like covered myself, my hands, my face, my body in like really moisturizing body oil, and then went to bed and didn't put any of my stuff back on, and then forgot to put them back on today. Everybody calm down.
I never would have noticed.
I know. Yeah.
But there's
Bill never
already
wears a ring.
rumors about me anyway, so.
I don't think Bill has worn a wedding ring since our wedding day. He doesn't like how it feels.
No, that's what a lot of men say.
Listen, yeah, I know. He's out there absolutely fucking all over town. And that's why we have each other's locations. He probably doesn't like how condoms
feel either.
No, we're not painting him in this light. We're joking. This is sarcasm. Just like our James Baldwin comments. Sarcasm.
Someone was like, "You guys, James Baldwin really was
on the right side.
He was on the right side.
It was so sweet." I was like,
"Yeah, I know."
We were laughing. We love you, and we appreciate that you popped into the comments to correct us. But I promise we were being sarcastic. We were being very sarcastic.
We do that sometimes.
Oh God. I love the wine coven so much. Y'all are so fucking sweet. I love it. And it's like, yes, absolutely
earnest.
Ride fucking hard for James Baldwin. Fuck yeah. As you should.
Okay, so I have my little toddler mom friend group, and Amanda inspired me because we took some Christmas photos together a few weeks ago, and Amanda showed me a wreath that she made, and it's so freaking cute. So I was like, I can make a wreath.
You can.
Matter of fact, why not get some girls together and make wreaths over cocktails at the Alpine? So that's what we're doing next Thursday. So I went to Michael's yesterday.
Good work.
Because the economic blackout starts today. Had to get all the shopping out of the way. Michael's is a dangerous place to be.
It really is.
But I did find something that was on sale for $4.99, and I just had to get it to do it today during this episode, during your segment. So by the end, hopefully I will have this beautiful paint by numbers bee in a little gilded frame.
That is so cute.
It's tiny too.
Oh my God. That was only $5.
Yeah. How cute. Normally $9.99.
I might pick some of those up as stocking stuffers. That's a really, really cute idea.
Yeah. And they had all sorts. They had other ones that were just on a piece of like shaped plywood.
Yeah.
So like a little bit more rustic looking. All sorts of patterns. I chose the bee. They didn't have any cats because otherwise, I would have chosen that.
Well, we're boycotting Michael's. Fuck that.
A waterfall, some deer.
Cute. I like the bee though. That reminds me of my license plate.
I got totally does.
Critical Habitat bee license plate.
Ugh, I love a DNR license plate.
Me too. Me too.
The one in Iowa is really pretty. It's a goldfinch against a pale blue background gradient.
Gorgeous.
And when I got my car, my intention was to get the goldfinch license plate. I didn't know that you had to go to the DMV with your current license plates to get the new ones. The goldfinch license plate has a different like numeric pattern. It's like two letters and 4 numbers.
I think all of the Critical Habitat ones have different.
Yeah. Well, now I don't want to trade in my license plates because I identify my car because my license plate starts with GDC, which is God damn it, Corey. It's
well,
if you're
getting new plates, because like So I got my critical habitat plate when every X amount of years, I don't know how it is in Iowa, but every X amount of years in Minnesota, when you get your like tabs and stuff renewed, you're up for new plates, a new round of plates. So I just waited until then and then got my critical habitat plate and my vanity plate. I just did it all in one fell swoop. So I'm going to be devastated when that ends. But I'm going to probably apply to have the same ones again. I might try the deer humping ones. There's one with like 2 deer where one is grazing and one is above it. And it
looks
kind of looks like it's humping. But I want to keep my vanity plate, my Mund plate. So I'm going to apply for it again and see if they'll let me have the same thing. Since it's to the same, hopefully, God willing, same car. I don't want to get rid of my car anytime soon. I really like my car. But yeah.
Well, now everyone knows the full story behind our license plates.
Oh my God.
We can get back to talking about crafting.
We're crafting a narrative about our license plates.
We sure are. We're
the amount of times we
easier
forget
and easier ways to track us down in real life.
That we are recording a show and not just chatting online with each other.
It's easy to do.
Frequent. Oops. Sorry about that, y'all.
Unfortunately frequent. Okay. A craft as a noun is an activity that involves making something in a skillful way by using your hands.
Sure.
It's a skill involving, in many cases, but not always, practical arts. So like painting and stitching, things like that. It's a work of physical expression drawn from imagination or existing culture through the application of skills or techniques and can extend across a wide range of areas, such as ceramics, earthenware, glass etching, bead making, glass blowing, stained glass, mosaic, pottery, stoneware, bobbin lace, felting, macrame, rug hooking, rope making, spinning, stitching, weaving, floral design, leather stamping, leather carving, basket weaving, batik, applique, crochet, embroidery, Berlin wool work, needlepoint, cross-stitch, surface embroidery, candle wicking, ribbon embroidery, gold work, knitting, patchwork, quilting, sewing, calligraphy, decoupage, origami, paper marbling, papier-mâché, scrapbooking, cabinet making, carpentry, lacquer art, spoon carving, upholstery, stone carving, flint knapping, sign writing, spectacle making, goldsmithing, blacksmithing, clock making, locksmithing, weaponsmithing, lithography, flexography, and many more.
I want to do spectacle making.
Yeah.
What's spectacle making? I feel like I do that every day.
You make glasses. You make frames for your glasses.
Shut up. Duh.
Oh, you mean like causing a scene
Like
as in spectacle making?
You're making a fucking spectacle of yourself. I am
it's like
proficient
glass.
in spectacle making. It's my
I feel like I
craft.
do that every day. Spectacle making.
Is that not how you read? That's immediately how I heard it.
I guess
Making a spectacle. What?
I was kind of focused on like doing things with your hands.
Sure.
So
I can make a spectacle with my hands, babe. Trust and believe.
These hands didn't just hold knives.
These hands.
Okay, so in a historical sense, so I was kind of looking for like, okay, what we think about crafting now, have we always had crafting or was that just industry? It's just kind of both.
I would assume both, but I think across time and cultures, people have always had and or developed like
hobbies,
specific skills that then they use in their homes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that would transfer over into industry and like monetization. But I think there was no TV, there was no internet, there weren't cars, there weren't planes.
So bored.
Like, what the fuck else are you going to do other than learn how to make a spectacle?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Come on.
So particularly in the Middle Ages and earlier, the term like craft, a craft is usually applied to people, or I guess craftsmen, applied to people occupied in small scale production of goods or their maintenance, for example, by tinkers who just had a whole workshop full of scraps and you just bring them your clock that quit working.
Yeah, repair your shit. And then you also would have like, you know, your community blacksmith and like you could commission item. I need this harness for my horse. Okay, you go to your leathersmith. Like, I think that is where that crossover of industry makes a ton of sense. But these are probably skills that are passed down through families and started as just like a special interest. Tell me we haven't had autism since the dawn of humanity, girl. Come on.
What do you think a tinker is?
Yeah.
It's someone who can fix pretty much anything.
Take apart anything you own and just like immediately know exactly how to fucking fix it and put it back together. Yeah, girl.
Improved.
Your tinker's on the spectrum, honey.
So it did, I mean, that's like a really general way of putting it, but there were some really interesting specifics, like details that I found about the transition between like a hobby, a thing that you just do, a thing that benefits your home, to industrialization. The traditional term craftsman is nowadays often replaced by artisan and craftsperson. So the more specialized crafts with high value products tended to concentrate in urban centers, and their practitioners formed guilds.
Oh, cool.
There'd be a guild of blacksmiths or
Spectacle makers.
goldsmiths or spectacle makers. Yeah. The skill required by their professions and the need to be permanently involved in the exchange of goods often demanded a higher level of education, and craftspeople were usually in a more privileged position than the peasantry in societal hierarchy.
Interesting.
Because they provided a value that was based on education and experience, and not just like, oh, I can dig a hole. You know? The households full of artisans were not as self-sufficient as those of people engaged in agricultural work, and therefore had to rely on the exchange of goods. They weren't growing their own foods.
And here I am thinking, oh, well, yeah, because they all had ADHD and a million unfinished projects lying around, and so they couldn't get their shit together.
Just a house full of dorks.
Yeah, a house full of dorks that craft. Like,
Who weren't-
of course they're not self-sufficient.
No, they had to trade their shit for food. Some crafts, especially in areas such as pottery, woodworking, and various stages of textile production, could be practiced on a part-time basis by those also working in agriculture, and often formed part of village life. So on their off time, they would make candles or whatever as a side gig, and then use that both as just like kind of community building.
Yep, and fucking around money.
And little pocket money.
I want so badly to take the pottery class at Powderhorn Community Center, but it fills up so fucking fast. Because they have like wheels and a kiln and like all kinds of shit. People are chomping at the bit to take that class. But I'm going to get in one day, damn it. I'm going to get in.
A lot of community centers have
A
things
ton
like
of
that.
cool like artisan trainings. They're awesome.
I used to work at a children's day camp during the summertime. It was like an art camp at the art center in Cedar Falls. That was really, really fun.
I bet.
And that's where I took my watercolor class.
Cute.
And found out I was kind of good at watercolors. And
You're
haven't done
very
it
good
since
at
then.
watercolor. You are.
Thank
You
you.
are. You should do it again.
You are. You are.
You are.
I like those. I like the community ed classes.
Me too.
I took a Spanish class with my sister for no real reason for me personally. She was moving to Chile, so she had a
I
reason.
love it.
So people went from apprentice when they were studying under a master to learn a trade. And then once they knew enough about it, they would become a journeyman, which means they kind of travel around doing their craft.
And maybe learning how other cultures or other regions do it, like different regional tactics, styles.
Gaining more knowledge and experience. And then once they settle down and they find a permanent location for like their workshop, then they are considered a master of their craft, and then they can start training other apprentices.
Very cool.
In certain areas, for example, the Ottoman Empire, not that that is a specific area, but
Ever heard of her?
in the Ottoman Empire, the governing bodies, the government, would require members of the city who were skilled at creating certain goods, force them to open shops in the middle of town. They were like, you can't keep your skill to yourself. You have to make yourself available to anyone who
swords,
wants it.
So
Yeah.
you're opening a blacksmith shop. Fuck off.
Yeah, basically. So these people slowly stopped acting as subsistence farmers. So again, that would be someone who created goods in their own homes to trade with their neighbors for things like food. And then they began to represent what we think of as craftspeople today.
Like professional craftspeople, industry craftspeople.
So, as I mentioned, the Industrial Revolution really had an impact on this tradition with mass production of goods by large-scale industry. It's really wild to go back and think about the Industrial Revolution and how dramatically it changed
Everything.
absolutely everything on the
Literal
planet.
entire systems of survival were turned upside down by the Industrial Revolution. It completely changed how people exist in the world.
It touched everything.
That like community-driven bartering system is like no more in most places.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bring it back.
Craft again. So crafting since then has sort of been like wedged into a corner where for the most part it's like a leisure time activity. It's a hobby. It's not a means of, well, survival when it comes to food and finances and things like that. Today, it pretty much means a mastery of passion-driven skills resulting in products with some form of materiality. You end up with something material. In other words, as a passionate and competent creation process with a material product as the goal. So I went a little bit off track. And speaking of more ways you can identify our personal lives, talking about crafts made me wonder what the deal was with the American craftsman architectural style, because that's what my house is.
Oh, sure.
And that's what a lot of houses in my neighborhood and yours are.
Yeah, I mean, ours are a little, in my specific neighborhood, because we're all like the cheapest version of the GI Bill homes in my neighborhood. And then like behind it, it's so interesting because each street is like kind of its own style. So ours is a little bit more boring I think on our street. Like we've all painted and done fun things to our houses, but like the actual build is
They're more
nothing
boxy.
exciting. Yeah, and then but the street behind us is all like Victorian style or like these Tudor style, cute little cottagey looking houses. And then the street behind that is more craftsman style. It's very interesting.
That's funny that they just built, they just kind of extended the city layer by layer, street by street.
And yeah, the houses definitely get nicer the farther up the hill you get. So it's like when you're at the top looking down at all the peasants, that's where like the pretty Tudor homes are.
Yeah.
I'm at the bottom where all the... That's why I need a sump pump. I'm at the bottom of the ditch.
I'm in the gulch.
Yeah, we built this city in the gulch for sure.
Gulch is the grossest word.
Oh, it's foul, but it's so accurate. Oh, and it's raining, so thank God for my sump because my gulch about to fill.
Bless that sump.
Bless my sump because my gulch is overflowing.
Yuck. Get me a sump. My gulch is overflowing.
Accurate. But yes, you have a very beautiful craftsman style house. I have the house that I have.
I think it's crazy that when we bought this house, it looked more like your house because at some point they had filled in the front porch and they had gotten rid of a lot of the character that makes it a craftsman house. And then when we redid the front and the porch, it sort of like restored it. I will not be posting photos of my own home, but I do have some examples of craftsman style houses if you want to take a look. So this style came across the pond, the Atlantic, at the very end of the 19th century. So like really the dying gasps of like the Victorian era. But initially it had taken root in Britain further closer to the Victorian era. So this
house
from
is
Wikipedia.
so cute.
Aren't they cute? Okay, the British arts and crafts movement was a reaction against the deteriorating quality of goods during the Industrial Revolution. So everything was being made really quickly and really cheaply. And the corresponding devaluation of human labor, overdependence on machines, and the disbanding of the guild system. So what I was saying about people in a certain industry would form their own guilds and groups and kind of like unions.
Yeah, their own little union.
Members of the arts and crafts movement also balked at Victorian eclecticism, which cluttered rooms with mismatched faux historic goods to convey a sense of worldliness.
I love that shit. I love that shit so much.
Yeah, but like when it's paired with like Also floral wallpaper. Also everything's fucking tasseled. Also everything has like an ornate. It's like
Overwhelm me,
I can't look
babe.
at it.
Overwhelm me.
I can get down with a clean room, a streamlined room with a bunch of tchotchkes in it.
Mm-hmm.
But if
this
it's
is too much.
everything and like the colors are not great, I don't know. I don't like it.
I feel you.
The movement emphasized handwork over mass production. In some ways, it was just as much of a social movement as it was an aesthetic one, emphasizing the plight of the industrial worker and equating moral rectitude with the ability to create beautiful but simple things.
Mm-hmm.
In America, the style was widely known as California bungalow because it was started out being really popular in California.
The craftsman style definitely makes me think of California neighborhoods.
And then they also, like, as the movement sort of gained steam in the U.S., they took some inspiration from, like, the Shakers and their kind of clean-lined furniture. Mm-hmm. And then all this kind of rolled together eventually into, like, the Frank Lloyd Wright, like, prairie style. So that kind of style is pretty exemplary of American craftsmen. So they were commonly built with local materials with a focus on handcrafted woodwork. Once manufacturers and builders were able to scale this style in the U.S., these homes became affordable for the middle class, so they spread even more.
Okay.
So here are some common architectural features of a craftsman home. They got low-pitched roof lines, usually a gabled roof, occasionally a hip roof. I did Google it. I didn't learn anything new. It doesn't matter.
That's fine. That's not what we're here for.
No. Deeply overhanging eaves, I think, is a very way to way to recognize it. Exposed rafters or decorative brackets under the eaves. A wide front porch beneath an extension of the main roof or front-facing gable. Check. Tapered square columns supporting the front, the porch roof. So a little bit, they're skinnier at the top.
Yep.
4/1 or 6/1 double hung windows. Lots of like rectangular features on a craftsman's house.
Long lines, clean lines.
Long, clean lines. Shingle roofs and siding, handcrafted stone or woodwork, and mixed materials throughout the structure. So wood and plaster. Stone. A hardwood floor with plaster walls. I got a lot of oak built-ins.
Yeah.
Love it.
You do. Your built-in situation is so lucky.
They were pretty rough when we bought this house, but my parents did
we
a
don't.
lot of work on them.
I have no idea what this house may have looked like when it was originally built because we bought it after it had been flipped several years prior.
Which
So
is
there
too
was,
bad.
I know, there wasn't an ounce of original woodwork. We did pull up some flooring and Bill restored the original hardwood in the den and his office, and it is beautiful, and I'd love to do it throughout the rest of the house, but we just like don't know what we're dealing with under all that fucking vinyl plank, and I'm too scared to pull it up.
Yeah.
It's a
100-year-old
project
houses are
my house
bit
is
of a
not
gamble.
100 years old, but
Oh, mine is.
yeah, mine was built, I almost said born. Mine was built in the 40s. It's old, but it's like late 40s, like truly GI Bill. It might have been 40. It might have been it's either like 49 or 52. It's like right in that the boys are coming back and we got to put them somewhere. The white boys at least are getting put somewhere.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, I was just curious about that, and it had the word craft in it, so I went with it.
Yeah, I love a craftsman style house. It was so fun to learn a little bit more about them and to see beautiful photos of them. They're gorgeous.
And also, like, why they call it a craftsman style, because they were really trying to get back into the value of handcrafted, real, lasting products.
Right. Harkening back to that era of, you know, this is how we used to make things in this country.
Yeah. My house is 104 years old and it's still going great. They just don't make them like they used to.
They really don't.
Did I tell you that my brother-in-law and his wife bought a house that is, I think it's entirely aluminum. All of the walls are magnetic.
Cool.
It's a whole metal house, and that was like a big thing at some points. There's only 4 of them in Des Moines.
Damn.
I have one of them.
Weird.
Yeah, metal house. Okay, so I wanted to look into the psychological benefits of crafting because
there must
have
be
to be some.
Right.
I found an actual article from the National Library of Medicine, and it was published just this past February, so it's very recent. I was trusting it. I had high hopes.
Okay.
It analyzed a ton of studies to see whether crafting really does improve one's mental health and well-being. And it says, quote, the review found 19 study. Okay, so they cast a very wide net, and then they slowly narrowed down these studies based on the methodology of those studies. So like if some of them didn't have run like a double blind test, or if they didn't think that their controls were controlled enough, then the study was out.
Okay.
So they ended up with 19 studies that looked at whether people felt better after doing crafts.
Okay.
The participants included men and women with various physical, mental, and social problems. These issues included mental disorders, osteoarthritis, epilepsy, and dementia.
Oh.
So it was kind of all over the place.
Wow.
They used pottery, embroidery, knitting, paper craft, and woodworking. Some people did crafts for only 10 minutes, and other studies had several sessions over like 6 or more weeks.
Okay.
All 19 studies showed that mood and life satisfaction improved after the treatment, but only one study checked if these improvements lasted in the weeks after. It is encouraging to see that people feel better after doing crafts, but these 19 studies together do not prove that benefits last long term. More research is needed to get clearer answers.
Okay. Fund the research.
Well, obviously, this did not satisfy me, so I kept Googling.
Yeah, I want to know.
Also, like, okay, maybe the effects don't last for weeks, but
in theory, you're not doing if you get into crafting, then you have various projects that you're working on throughout your lifetime. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, maybe this shows a more instant gratification, but for people that incorporate that practice regularly into their life, then they will experience that effect more frequently in theory.
And if it helps at all, it helps.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I
about
get
it.
we have to be, they're scientists, they have to be critical about all that stuff. But no, I wasn't having it. So I did find a craft psychologist named Dr. She has the best name. Are you ready for this?
No.
Dr. Anne Kirketerp.
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 Cute.
She's Danish.
Hell yeah.
They've got the weirdest names over there. Dr. Kirketerp, who wrote a book called Craft Psychology. And there's also a podcast called Fruity Knitting that interviewed her. So I took this info from their blog post. And that is their episode 142 if you want to listen to that.
Okay.
Fruity Knitting. Dr. Kirketerp is a Danish psychologist and researcher with a PhD in psychology, but she is also a fully trained craft person.
Hell yeah.
She says she's spent over 30,000 hours of her life crafting.
Easy.
And there's some photos of Dr. Kirketerp on the drive. She's really cute.
What a cutie pie.
She's wearing
she
one
made
of those.
some of these sweaters and things?
Well, there's a picture of her with like one of those. It's like a scarf, but it has really long like threads. It looks furry. It looks like a Grinch neck.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm looking at?
Oh, wearing it. Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's wearing it. I feel like that kind of long, tendrily yarn is quite popular with like a very specific subset of white women.
I can't tell if that's a scarf or if that's the collar of that sweater that she's wearing.
I mean,
Could
either
be,
way.
Could be either. But yeah. She
You
looks
know what
like
I'm
someone
saying.
who crafts.
She's got the air about her,
Uh-huh.
but she's adorable.
Yeah.
So as a researcher, Dr. Kirketerp noticed that there are more than 50,000 published scientific articles linking physical activities like sports and exercise with health and mental well-being,
Right.
but only 400 scientific articles linking crafting with health and well-being.
Why not? Why not crafts?
So whenever people have problems, doctors and psychiatrists can easily prescribe physical exercise because there's a ton of scientific evidence supporting the benefits. But as a crafter, Dr. Kirketerp knew firsthand how good crafting is for our well-being.
Well, she sure did.
So it became her mission to enhance the scientific evidence that crafting can promote mental well-being and overall health. And this would make it easier for doctors and psychiatrists to prescribe specific forms of crafting to patients with ailments like anxiety or early onset dementia, rehab after an accident, or even eating disorders.
Very cool.
What is additionally brilliant about crafting or knitting is that it is passion-driven, and that is often not the case with prescribed exercise.
Right.
How many times has your
Trust.
doctor said, like, well, try to get 90 minutes of your heart rate up a week or whatever the fucking rule is.
It's like,
If my doctor had said, it's really important that you fit in 4 hours of coloring this week.
Oh, I would
I'd be
absolutely
so
make that
excited.
happen. Yep.
Yeah.
I'd make that happen.
Oh, yeah. So Dr. Kirk Turp points out that it has been documented that crafting does the following: reduces stress and lowers blood pressure, reduces depression and anxiety, alleviates mental illnesses such as anorexia and schizophrenia, as well as addiction. By the way, I'm not prescribing crafting to cure anything, but
No, they're saying that these are helpful in the treatment of, not like the main treatment of.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It strengthens muscular mobility. So even, like knitting or whatever makes your wrists and your fingers strong. Increases well-being, joy of life, and the feeling of being useful, as well as from achieving something that creates value for others.
Cool.
I really identified with that one.
Yeah.
I think one of my big love languages is gift giving.
Yes.
Or like
definitely
caretaking.
is.
If I can create something that someone else thinks is valuable or beautiful or
Yeah.
appreciates,
You love that.
oh my God, I'd do anything. It reduces loneliness and social isolation. It slows early stages of dementia, and it stimulates neuroplasticity.
Very cool.
So I thought this was really interesting. An experiment performed by the Dutch art therapist and researcher Ingrid Penzis and her colleagues. EEG brain scans were conducted while test subjects engaged in craft with either like step-by-step explanations, very clear-cut, very specific. These are called high-structure crafts, and also craft without instructions, also called low or loose structure. So that would be like fucking make a collage of whatever you want. So they did the brain scans while these people were doing these two different kinds of crafts.
Right.
And so they could measure that the brain is more relaxed with high structure, step-by-step type crafts, and more cognitively focused with loose structure. You'd kind of think it would be the opposite. But if you're following like a step-by-step, like my bee painting that I'm going to do is a paint by numbers.
Yeah, it's like you have to focus more because you want to do the steps properly. But if you're doing a low structure craft, maybe in theory it's something you kind of already know how to do. Like if I'm beating a bracelet, like I know how to put...
Well, that's the opposite of what they found.
Oh, really? No, but I thought you said the like anxiety was... What was higher?
So with a high structure craft, with the step-by-step, your brain is more relaxed.
Oh, weird.
Because it's like someone else is doing the thinking and the analysis for
And
you.
you're just following the steps. I feel like I'm the exact opposite because
I
I
know,
get
that's why I
so
was-
anxious about following directions properly.
That's
So
why I was
can't paint.
surprised.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Baking is so hard.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
I don't know why. I fuck it up every single time. And that's
Correct.
why I love wild grain.
Truly.
You're welcome. Yeah, so that was sort of surprising. And some other benefits, it is literally meditative. So especially knitting came up as an example with this flow, the concept of the flow. So like if you're doing something really repetitive, rhythmic, it can be like very, very soothing. And then your brain waves shift into this more relaxed state. And so this meditative-like experience can help reduce stress, anxiety, and even symptoms of depression.
Very cool.
So crafting is a way to kind of do this. And then also, you're not looking at your phone. You've got a break from screens and technology. You're just doing something different, which is a lot more satisfying than one might expect.
Right.
So as you focus on the physical sensations of your craft, so it's the texture of the fabric or the smell of the paint or the sound of the scissors, you're practicing mindfulness, which has also been shown to have numerous mental health benefits. You're doing things intentionally. You're paying attention. You're focused. It's also, at its core, a form of self-expression that can be incredibly empowering and help
you're making
boost
art.
your self-esteem. Yeah, you're expressing your creativity. Also, joining a crafting group or attending a workshop can be a great way to connect with like-minded individuals who share your passions.
I have to get into that pottery class.
You have to get into or just look for another pottery class.
I know, but I really want to go to that one, and that community center is really close to my house.
Maybe you can go there and see if an employee will give you like a little heads up.
Don't you know who I am?
Or just be nice. They won't know who you are.
No, they definitely won't. They didn't know who I was.
Never
when I
lead
went.
with that.
They didn't know who I was when I went there to do the puzzle competition, the literal competitive puzzle.
Oh my God, that sounded really
so
fun.
It was so fun. I was so high. We did not win.
No.
But we also didn't lose.
Remember when I started that 10,000 piece puzzle when we were at our Airbnb in Lake Pepin? You were like, you're not going to fit. And it was all just dogs.
I didn't even touch it. I was like, okay.
I didn't even get one part of the border done. Okay. Crafting together can foster a sense of community and belonging. Who doesn't need that? And can even lead to lasting friendships. Like, have you ever met a book club? My God.
They all would die for each other.
Really? Plus, there's something incredibly bonding about collectively untangling a skein of yarn or commiserating over a glue gun mishap. So people experience meaning, engagement, competence, well-being, and joy in creating craft together the same way as people feel those things when they're making music together. So it's just another way of tapping into your imagination and maybe parts of your brain that you don't use as often as you would like to. And with that, I'm going to start my bee painting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my segment.
I love it. Are you ready to get to mine?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm overhyping it. I hadn't heard about this. And so I was like aghast as I was doing this research. So yeah, let's take a break to hear a word from our sponsors so we can go for it.
I'm ready.
All right. Y'all, I sometimes will get wrapped up in a trend or see something that's like maybe going viral on social media and go, oh, I want that. And then I drop like $150 on a bottle of a fun trending fragrance only to realize I hate it. It's the worst. I don't want to wear it. I can't return it. It's so painful. And the solution is here for you, babes, because Micro Perfumes makes sure you never have to play fragrance roulette ever again. For just a few bucks, you can test drive the real deal. I'm talking Dior, Tom Ford, Creed, authentic designer scents without the full bottle gamble.
Yeah, I love Micro Perfumes. So here is how it works. Micro Perfumes lets you sample luxury fragrances in pocket-sized vials. I've got 3 of them in my purse right now. You get the true high-end experience, but on your terms. So think about it. Your scent introduces you before you even say a word, as soon as you enter the room. If you want confidence in a bottle or nostalgia from a past memory, or if you're kind of need a refresh, something bold and new, Micro Perfumes helps you discover your signature vibe. I got the Joe Malone London, the Orange Blossom perfume.
Oh my God. I tried that in Palm Springs. It is magic. It's gorgeous.
Joe Malone can do no wrong, but it's and I got it through Micro Perfumes, and now I know that specific scent would be an excellent investment for me. They've got real designer brands. They're just a few bucks per sample. There's no duplicates, no knockoffs. They've got fast shipping. They go straight to your door. Over 500 fragrances. You can get lost on their website. It's really like reading the scent notes on some of these. I was just like, I feel like I'm reading poetry.
Yeah.
And unlike subscription boxes or shady discount sites, Micro Perfumes gives you instant access to authentic, in-stock fragrances. They're the real thing, affordable and ready when you are.
So why commit blind to a $200 bottle? Find your scent soulmate today and get up to 60% off at microperfumes.com/gals. That's microperfumes.com/gals for up to 60% off. Micro Perfumes, real scents, no regrets.
You may have heard of HelloFresh. They're the #1 meal kit in America, making home cooking easier with chef-crafted recipes and fresh ingredients delivered straight to your door. But this fall, they're serving up even more to love. This isn't the HelloFresh you remember.
Oh no, baby, it's bigger. HelloFresh has doubled its menu. Now you can choose from 100 options each week, including new seasonal dishes and recipes from around the world. So you're digging into bigger portions that'll keep everyone satisfied. It's also healthier. You can feel great with an even healthier menu. You can choose from 15 plus high protein recipes each week with options like grass-fed ribeyes or lamb chops. My mouth is already watering. HelloFresh now helps you eat greener with new veggie pack recipes that have 2 or more veggies per dish. And it's also tastier. You can get steak and seafood recipes delivered every week for no extra cost. Now with 3 times the seafood options. I love how this opens up your exploration of food. Things that you might have been nervous to cook on your own.
Shrimp.
They literally, yes, shrimp, seafood, steak. I was always terrified of cooking pork and red meat. HelloFresh just holds your hand through the whole thing. I have made more pork dishes with HelloFresh that have blown my mind.
My confidence is through the roof.
It's almost too high. It's so good. Savor the season with hearty fall recipes like classic beef chili or honey glazed pork tenderloin. Baby, the pork! Discover new seasonal produce each week, from leeks to broccolini to Italian eggplant and more. Truly, HelloFresh is so great. We love using it at our house. It gets us out of a cooking rut, and it just helps open up our exploration and learn how to cook fun new things.
The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/gals10FM right now to get 10 free meals plus a free breakfast for life. 1 per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as a discount on first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. That's HelloFresh.com/gals10FM to get 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life.
Getting into therapy can be really overwhelming and scary. You're up against trying to figure out the right therapist for you, trying to figure out if it's in your network, trying to figure out if you're getting that real along on the journey end-to-end care, trying to figure out if there's dedication to your actual progress. Trying to get out of bed. Trying to get out of bed. Trying to figure out if there is someone that could be matched to your unique needs in your mental health care. And I'm telling you right now, Rula has made so much of that so much easier and so much more accessible, because Rula is telehealth done right, baby. And telehealth has made mental health care more convenient and accessible for millions of people. Those critical challenges like finding a suitable therapist, scheduling appointments, and the excessive out-of-pocket costs still keep a lot of folks from getting the care that they need. And Rula is on a mission to make high-quality mental health care from a licensed professional easy and affordable for everyone. Rula's really got you covered. They take most major insurance plans, and the average copay is only $15 per session. So, babe, you can now get the quality care you need when you need it at a price you can afford.
The first step on your journey to mental well-being is easy. Rula starts by asking you a few questions about what's important to you, and then provides a list of licensed in-network providers who match your preferences. And they also follow up to make sure that things are getting better for you. So that follow-up is my favorite part. That's what sets Rula apart for me. You can also schedule your preferred time and meet with your therapist as soon as the next day, which is very critical to many. So go to Rula.com/gals and get started today. That's RULA.com/gals for convenient therapy that's covered by insurance. Thousands have already trusted Rula to support them on their journey toward improved mental health and overall well-being. Head on over to Rula.com/gals to get started today. After you sign up, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent ya. Go to RULA.com/gals and take the first step toward better mental health today. You deserve quality care from someone who cares.
Are you ready for my case?
I think so. I'm just getting my paint set up.
It's the fan pickers case, so we have Hannah to thank for this.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, God. I mean, it's bad, but no one it's not like murder.
Well, that's good.
It's bad in a more conspiratorial way.
Okay.
And cultural way.
Oh, God. Okay.
So we already hate Hobby Lobby because they're Christian nationalist sleazeballs who hate the gays and people of color and the right to an abortion. But there's another giant reason to hate them that I don't even remember hearing about because it happened in 2009. But I'm talking about the Hobby Lobby smuggling scandal. Do you know what this is?
No.
Okay. Well,
Oh, yes, I do.
okay. I hadn't heard about this.
Okay.
Or had no memory of this anyway.
Oh, it's fucked up. Okay,
I
can't wait to learn more.
I don't go as deep into it, and I will mention this again at the end of the episode, but there is a really good Behind the Bastards episode about the Green family and like Stephen Green, who runs Hobby Lobby. He's like the owner, CEO, whatever, and just like how terrible this organization is. But they go deep into this specific situation. So if you want more information than what I'm going to give you, there's a good spot to get some.
I got really into Behind the Bastards over the last few weeks.
I know you have.
So good.
And when I started looking into this guy, I was like, I wonder. And I literally Googled Stephen Green Behind the Bastards, and lo and behold, there's a whole episode about it. So the scandal began around 2009 when representatives of Hobby Lobby, a family-owned arts and crafts chain known for being owned by the evangelical Christian Green family, yuck, began collecting historical objects for their new project, the Museum of the Bible in Washington, D.C.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Bro.
How many of these fucking things do we need? The big Noah's Ark thing? There's a creationist museum.
Do you want to know how many we need? None. Zero. The company aimed to acquire items that specifically spoke to their mission. In December 2010, Hobby Lobby purchased more than 5,500 Mesopotamian artifacts for $1.6 million from dealers in the United Arab Emirates and Israel.
God, just looting cultural.
Oh, we'll get to the looting. These items included ancient clay and stone objects like cuneiform tablets. Cuneiform. I didn't quite know how to pronounce that.
Okay, I don't either.
Cylinder seals and clay bouillie, which are ancient seals or papal seals, but also fluid-filled sacks in the medical definition.
Fluid-filled sacks?
Bouillie. Or bouillie.
What?
Bouillie.
I'm looking up cuneiform.
There's too much to unpack.
I want to know what the fluid is.
Well, there's two different uses of that bouillie word. There's a medical use for it, and then the antiquities use for it. So the medical use is like boils, fluid-filled sacks.
Got it.
Yeah.
The cuneiform, it's a script. It's a way of writing. And it was developed by the Sumerians around 3500 BC.
I just wasn't sure how that word was pronounced. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Do you want me to check?
Sure, if you want to.
Cuneiform.
Cuneiform tablets. Okay, whatever.
Whatever.
So Hobby Lobby paid about $1.6 million for these items, but a consultant later appraised the objects at a staggering $11,820,000.
Jesus Christ.
So if that was truly their value, they way underpaid for these items. Shockingly, the importation process was highly suspicious. When the artifacts were shipped to the United States in 2011, they were illegally smuggled. On the shipping labels, the historical antiquities were falsely labeled as mere tile samples, ceramic tiles, or clay tiles. These documents also falsely stated that the objects hailed from Turkey or Israel, a critical lie because restrictions have been placed on importing Iraqi cultural property since 1990, and wouldn't you know it, almost all of these artifacts came from Iraq, which will be relevant.
Okay.
U.S. Customs and Border Protections, the CBP, intercepted several of these packages, which were destined for Hobby Lobby's Oklahoma City headquarters.
No. Why is that the worst part so far? That seems so offensive.
It's so offensive. Imagine being ripped from the resting place of cultural significance, looted, packaged, labeled as tile samples, and sent to the fucking Hobby Lobby family in Oklahoma. No, fuck you.
Really rude.
Really fucking rude. It's honestly, like, blasphemous. So fucking blasphemous. And I'm not even a religious person.
Wait, I haven't shown you this. I haven't shown you this yet.
Oh my God, what? Oh, your new glasses.
No, they're readers. They're
They're
cheaters.
cute. They're very cute. You
Do
using
they make
them
my
to?
eyes look big?
They do. Are you using them to make your bee?
Yeah.
Let's show off your bee.
I haven't gotten very far yet.
Oh, there's a blotch.
There's a blotch.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. Enjoy this video content of Lucy hunched like a gremlin over her fucking painting.
It's the crafting episode.
Yeah, do you? Okay. According to the Department of Justice, aka the DOJ, these acquisitions were, quote, fraught with red flags. Internal staff had even warned superiors that the items had, quote, dubious provenance, like where they were from, and were potentially looted from Iraq. In 2010, prior to the purchase, Hobby Lobby had retained an expert on cultural property law who strongly advised the company verify the items' origins that they were looking to acquire. This expert warned that acquiring cultural property likely from Iraq, such as cuneiform tablets and cylinder seals, carried a considerable risk of having been looted from archaeological sites.
Well, yeah, because they're kind of important.
Yep.
And they shouldn't be for sale.
Right, but also there are a lot of archaeological discoveries that come from sites that hadn't been like fully explored and hadn't had things fully extracted from yet, so they weren't even necessarily like accounted for.
Right. If nobody knew they were there in the first place, they just kind of
Right.
get swept up into the market.
Which adds like an additional layer. I mean, honestly, this whole thing is just like a microcosm of a giant issue. I mean, look at looting of cultural artifacts from specifically like black and brown countries has been a thing that fucking white people have been doing forever. You still go to museums all over the United States, England, the UK, and you can find things that do not belong there that likely should be returned or were not agreed to have been there in the, in the fucking first place. That's part of it. But this is just like one of these egregious examples. So they've been warned about this. The company was also warned that improperly declaring the country of origin, so just saying like, oh no, we got these from Turkey or we got these from Israel, when they're pretty confident they knew they were fucking coming out of Iraq.
From Iraq.
Yep. Also can lead to seizure and forfeiture by CBP. And spoiler alert, the Hobby Lobby goons did not give a fuck and went ahead wiring payments to 7 personal bank accounts connected to 5 different individuals and not communicating directly with the owner of the artifacts so as to like have plausible deniability. But I think they knew exactly what the fuck they were doing.
Of course they did.
So despite being explicitly told that this was sketchy and why this was sketchy and that, not even just sketchy, but it was illegal. The company later stated it was new to the world of acquiring these items and did not fully appreciate the complexities of the acquisition process. So there's that plausible deniability.
You gotta look it up, brother.
You hired someone who told you this. What do you mean you didn't know?
Also, you definitely knew.
They knew. Noting
Rich people will do anything. The audacity of rich people.
It's so true. Noting they imprudently relied on dealers and shippers. It's their fault. They lied to us. We're a good Christian family. In July of 2017, federal prosecutors filed a civil forfeiture case against the artifacts, citing customs violations and violations of Iraq's patrimony laws, which are legal frameworks that protect property deemed to have significant cultural, historical, or collective importance to a nation, community, or family. U.S. law prohibits importing cultural property if it violates the foreign country's patrimony laws, and Iraq's laws state that all antiquities found within its borders are the property of Iraq, as well they should be. Hobby Lobby consented to a settlement. What do you think they paid?
Well, they only paid 1.8 for them in the first place.
1.6, but they're valued at over 11 million. Mm-hmm.
I bet they paid $250,000.
No. They paid $3 million, but still pathetic compared to how much money they have. Like, that's nothing for this family. They agreed to pay a $3 million fine and surrendered its cache of artifacts, but that barely scratches the surface of repairing the harm done. First, these artifacts are invaluable remnants of early civilization. And I'm going to have another
the cradle of humanity.
Yeah, I'm going to have another challenge of pronouncing this, maybe but The seized objects include ancient tablets dating between 2100 to 1600 BC from the ancient Sumerian city of Irisagrig. I'm sorry.
That's not in my wheelhouse either.
I don't know my ancient Sumerian cities very well, but Irisagrig is considered a lost city that has never been properly excavated.
Oh, fun.
These cuneiform tablets, an ancient form of writing used in Mesopotamia, are crucial as they are mostly legal and administrative documents, but also they reveal things about, because they kept like record of a lot of shit. So it's not just legal and administrative documents that reflected on how their like government or like their societal rules were, but it also had records that revealed details about mundane daily life, local government, commercial transaction, like receipts, like down
valuable
to
information.
But valuable, but also like it's valuable in the sense that it gives a peek into what life was like in that ancient society. Not necessarily valuable because it's about a very important specific person in history. It's just like such a reflection, like a common reflection of what it was like to live then. And with that shit lost and not cared for, that's fucking fucked up.
Yeah. I meant anthropological value in that way.
Yes, that's precisely.
Because how are you going to frame anything if you don't know what they were eating, how they were cooking, where they were sleeping, blah, blah, blah.
It's interesting that you say that because these cuneiform tablets even included what the palace dogs were fed, which turned out to be like a cereal, like a grain-based cereal, versus what low-level inhabitants like female weavers, crafters, were given to eat, and they got meat and bread. So it also, like, that seems like a silly detail, but that also reveals kind of like societal hierarchies. Yeah. Where it's like, okay, there are some early societies where, quote-unquote, low-level residents of the kingdom would not even be treated as well as the palace dogs. But in this reflection, we found that the palace dogs were given like kibble, and low-level women were still fed like a pretty well-rounded diet. And that's culturally fucking significant.
Yeah, it shows their values. Well, Hobby Lobby, I'm sure you're going to use all of these materials wisely and respectfully and ethically.
Well, they're not going to use any of them because I had to give them all back. But other tablets being returned include important collections of early dynastic incantations and a bilingual religious text. Ooh. Like shit that is really fucking significant and needs to be cared for and studied within the confines of its original fucking location.
Yeah.
Second, the scandal exposed the dangerous market for looted antiquities. Experts like Tess Davis, executive director of the Antiquities Coalition, warned that the looting and trafficking of these objects is funding crime, conflict, and terror throughout Iraq and globally. So this is like, a lot of this shit got looted after the 2003 U.S. invasion of Iraq. And this created a security vacuum where thieves dug thousands of holes into ancient sites like Umma. And when undocumented objects are illegally removed from their original sites, crucial contextual information is lost to time.
Yeah.
And this impacts archaeological study and cultural heritage. And antiquities experts believe that by purchasing these things, so like Hobby Lobby purchasing these tablets, these artifacts in the first place, they likely...
That's the demand.
Well, that's the demand, but they likely directly put money in the hands of military groups and terrorist networks like fucking Al-Qaeda, which has sold antiquities for more than a decade. So this is a quote from Vanity Fair. Quote, anyone who purchases an antiquity without being 100% sure it is a legitimate piece is risking funding organized criminals, armed insurgents, and even terrorist networks, whether they be Al-Qaeda or ISIS, says Tess Davis. That's that same person I referenced earlier. And the Antiquities Coalition is an organization devoted to combating the illegal trade of artifacts. Like she knows her shit because this is literally what she fucking does for a living. The Islamic State, or ISIS, has engaged in the practice as it seized more territory from the Iraqi and Syrian governments and rebel groups, but dramatically scaled their activities. Whereas Al-Qaeda previously charged an extortion fee to looters, ISIS now controls more than 4,500 archaeological sites and controls the selling process. So they use it more as like a direct funding of their organization, rather than Al-Qaeda, who kind of shrouded it in like Well, if you're going to take from it, we're going to charge you, so we're going to skim off the top.
Yeah.
In cases of the sites they don't directly own, they charge looters who must get a written permit from ISIS 1/5 of the eventual proceeds of the sale. So for Hobgoblin Lobby, they had their eye on the prize. Even after the initial warnings in 2014, Hobby Lobby purchased the Gilgamesh Dream Tablet
Oh, Jesus Christ.
for $1,674,000. And this Babylonian tablet reciting a portion of the Epic of Gilgamesh, which I can only picture as the evil wizard Gargamel from the Smurfs,
Yeah, probably.
had a fabricated provenance and was only properly researched in 2017, leading to the discovery that it arrived in the United States illegally in 2003 before Hobby Lobby acquired it.
So somebody else brought it over.
But then they bought it.
Okay.
They bought it from someone in the United States. So it's like they're not doing
it's not
any.
just Al Qaeda selling stuff. It's a whole network.
Oh, of course. I mean, shit like this, it's going to change. It can often change hands many times, but that just even goes to show that like Hobby Lobby was not doing any due diligence. If this already was for sale on whatever fucking market in the United States, then it probably already went through shady means to get here. Mm-hmm. It doesn't fucking belong here. None of this shit fucking belongs here. At a giant, hideous, there's a picture of it on the drive actually, hideous fucking
Their headquarters?
museum in DC. No, they bought all this shit to go into the Museum of the Bible.
Oh, God, that's right.
So yeah, there's some of the artifacts on here. There's a big picture of the outside of the Museum of the Bible, which is in DC. And then
so it exists? It's open? It
yeah.
exists?
It was built, they started working on it in like 2009 when they started acquiring all this shit. It opened in 2017.
Jesus Christ.
After the first fucking Trump administration came to be. I also included this picture of a cat screaming that just says uncomes and labeled it me seeing pics of Steve Green.
Yuck.
That's how I felt the whole time.
Is that man?
Yes, that's Steve Green.
Uncome.
Uncomes.
It's gross.
Federal authorities seized the tablet in 2019 and the DOJ filed a second complaint for its forfeiture. The U.S. Department of Justice eventually seized the Gilgamesh tablet for repatriation to Iraq in July of 2021. So it came here illegally in 2003. It was bought by the fucking Hobby Lobby family in 2014. Someone in the federal chain of authority took it in 2019 and it didn't get returned to Iraq until 2021.
Jesus.
Just that one artifact.
Are all of them still kind of floating around now?
No,
do we know where all of them are?
Any of the ones that were purchased by the Hobby Lobby people were returned as part of their settlement with that $3 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they had bought them to go in this museum. So they were all like...
Yeah, they're all in one place.
In one place. So they were like, you can't fucking have these. They have to go. In light of multiple illegal items, including findings that all 16... Okay, so these are things that the museum like boasted that they had to boost, visitorship. All 16 of the Museum of the Bible's Dead Sea Scroll fragments were counterfeits. Hobby Lobby president Steve Green admitted that he, quote, knew little about the world of collecting and that the criticism the museum received was justified. He's like, yeah, it's true. We bought a bunch of shit we shouldn't have bought. A lot of it's fake. A lot of it was smuggled. Sorry.
It's like when people think they can open a restaurant because they've been to a lot of restaurants.
Yep.
It's like, no, you really don't. It's not just that.
Yeah, but this is a lot more sinister because they knew exactly what the fuck they were doing.
Well, it's cultural looting. It's yet more fucking what's it called? I don't know. Empire shit.
Yeah, it's colonizer mentality bullshit. Green announced that the Museum of the Bible would return 11,500 artifacts to Egypt and Iraq. In August of 2021, Iraq reclaimed 17,000 looted artifacts previously held by the Museum of the Bible.
My God.
So they ended up, a lot of it was like really small stuff or stuff in like pieces. So I think that they were getting a little bit, precious with the numbers, but not to defend. But they had a lot of shit. They had a lot of shit that didn't fucking belong to them.
Yeah.
The legal consequence for Hobby Lobby was just that pathetic $3 million financial settlement and the forfeiture of the smuggled goods. That fuck-ass store is still around, as is that fuck-ass Bible museum.
That fuck-ass store.
And that fuck-ass museum. I think Robert Matza put it well in his write-up, The Green Collection and the Museum of the Bible, 443,000 square meters of mess, when he said, quote, "To found a museum is an enterprise that must be carried out by properly trained experts in many different subjects, including cultural heritage managers and lawyers. What has happened with this collection/museum is exactly the opposite. The first director and counselor of the Green Collection could not boast this professional profile, and recommendations made by first-rate scholars like the one mentioned in the complaint who warned about purchasing antiquities from Iraq went totally ignored. We now know that the change of director in 2013 to 2014 and the recent issue of the acquisition policy, by the way, what about a publication policy in light of what we have seen so far, probably came out as a consequence of the lawsuit, as the timeline shows. If this had not happened, things might have gone on and on." So basically what this guy is saying is like, they know what they did. They engaged in this stuff knowing what they did. They published things about these items knowing what they did. Some of it was fraudulent. All of it was stolen, essentially. Mm-hmm. And if they hadn't gotten caught, this would have just gone on indefinitely. Who knows how many artifacts they could have continued to steal through fucking shady ass shit. It's so fucked up.
And how often this happens, how prevalent this is. Because if
and
we're
that
just
this
finding out
company
about the
is still a company.
Lobby.
Like,
yeah.
What the fuck? These people are the worst.
Uh-huh.
They're so bad. Anyway, I knew we always hated them for like basically being evangelical MAGA trash, and it's important to hate people who are evangelical MAGA trash. But yeah, when you get evangelical MAGA trash that has this kind of money, all of those types of people are actively bad. But these people have the resources to do a lot more fucking harm.
Mm-hmm.
And they did. They spent millions of dollars to steal cultural artifacts. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like I mentioned, there's a great Behind the Bastards episode about Steve Green, and I did get a handful of my sources from there. So if you want to go deeper into this depraved piece of shit, give it a listen.
Give it a listen anyway. It's such a good show.
Oh, it's so good. So yeah, that's my case. I didn't have a ton to discuss, but this is a big fucking deal. I can't believe that, like, in all we know about Hobby Lobby and how much, I mean, you and I have like never shopped there. I feel like since there's like one Hobby Lobby that I know of off of Highway 394, and
there's more in Iowa. I've definitely been there before all this bullshit happened.
Yeah, we didn't really have it here. And by the time we had it, we had already heard plenty that it was a garbage family that owns it, so we just never fucking went there.
Yeah, I can't say that Michael's doesn't have problematic practices, but
I'm sure they do. Oh, every corporation does.
Yeah.
But they don't have headlines like these, as far as I know.
Mm-mm.
Whatever.
Well, this is how far I got on my B. I only got through one color.
That's pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like how that's coming along.
Here's what it will look like. Should I just put this in the frame and act like I painted it?
No, that is not nearly as fun. You owe yourself more than that.
I really do.
Come on. All right, well,
later.
Thank you so much to Hannah Orban for Crafty Crimes. This was such a delightful episode.
It was very delightful and a nice little break from, like,
the deepest trauma of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Hannah. And of course, if you're not on Uncorked, fucking join us on Uncorked. We have a lot of fun, and you can get more information at wineandcrimepodcast.com under the Uncorked tab. Mm-hmm. Also, we have some really fun new merch that I'm really excited about on our bonfire page, which is separate from our big cartel store because it's just annoying in that way.
But it's also just on our website. So you just go to our website.
Go to our website.
And you'll find everything. Don't overcomplicate it. Wineandcrimepodcast.com. Come check out what we got going on over there.
Do it. And we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Wine and Crime. Our cover art is by Danielle Sylvan. Music by Phil Young and Corey Wendell. Editing by Jonathan Camp. Our production manager is Andrea Gardner. For photos, sources, and other resources, head to wineandcrimepodcast.com. You can follow us on all the socials at Wine and Crime Pod. If you'd like to show your support and get access to all sorts of wine-fueled bonus content, Check out our premium channel at wineandcrimepodcast.com/uncorked. Cheers!